back home, my friends. Last time, 2 days ago, I just said regarding about the war between Ukraine and Russia, and I was hopeful, optimistic. That means, I should say it is an optimistic to say that there will be a good negotiation between the trial in Geneva. Geneva. Last time I told you regarding Russia and Ukraine, but it is, I think, the sixth or seventh round, but it failed in Geneva. So sorry to say. When the meeting was held in Geneva, or when the meeting was going on at that time, Russia sent thousands and thousands of drones and missiles. I think 180 of them have been shot down. That means with the defense, air defense by the Ukrainian, by the Patriot and all, Patriot and the other. But the thing is that some of the drones, debris, or even the directly also, some of the they can penetrate also. Okay, and they were sending while the meeting was going on, and this time, sorry, and this time my throat is not working, whether you can understand it clearly or not. And this time what happened, the Russians, they are they are not willing to negotiate. He sent one of the historians, like a Vladimir or something, like a name is also I can't remember, but he sent every negotiation terms, in every negotiation teams, Russia, Putin is sending a different person in order to prolong means making extend. But whereas in the front line, oh my God, as a meat grinder, even like, I don't know, is this 21st century, my friends? Whether you are observing or not, they are killing like a mass, oh my God. Now they have changed the tactic. Four, five, six, only they will send them by the different routes, by the jungles or in the forest. They have everything. They have one rifle, and when they go to, like, for example, Ukrainian in this side, for example, this side is Ukrainian, all are side, but every side is not. They can penetrate 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go like, for example, 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and they make a flag, and and they will send the picture. This area we occupied, but in reality they are not, and they just showed the Russian flag and signboard also. And the propagandists, they will say, oh, Russia has already invaded this area of land and this thing and that. And that's the why Putin is victimized by his own generals. And by the time these soldiers were to be killed, just for how many? For the namesake or only the paperwork, 7,000, 7 million. 7 million rubles. Will they get? No, not. How will, or how did, or how Russia deceived their own conscript or their soldiers by saying that none of their soldiers would return. Neither they would go and pick up the carcasses. They will die. How can Ukraine, the dead body can be carried to their land? No, they will just leave it. They become like, the dead bodies are, after 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, they will, once they are dead, they become like like all, the insects will kill them. They will change into nitrogenous. The land will become fertile, except their skeleton, their carcasses. In other words, carcasses, nothing is left on the field in the forest of Ukraine. And as you, whether you know or don't know, those who are nearby Ukraine or the European, they know it very well. Ukraine is a land of plain. There is no mountains. That's why it is also called the bread basket of the world. They produce wheat, in such a way they can send. We might have taken the flour from the Ukrainian, but they comes into the bags. They are packed, but they are very very beautiful and sweety to taste. But now it has become a battleground. Thousands and thousands of soldiers of Russian were killed or had been killed by the drones using the with the help of reconnaissance. Reconnaissance, I will tell you, I have already told you that they will be in the thousands and thousands of miles away, kilometers away from the above the, and they can picture, they can send the exact location where the Russians are hiding. Either they are in the trenches or in the demolished buildings, rotten buildings. Already they have bombardment. They have bombarded everywhere, and they try to hide. But even in the night time, you know now the USA, France, Germany, Italy, even the other countries, those who are the supporters, Canada, they are sending the night vision like a robot, and as well as the reconnaissance, they can be seen from the outside with the night time. And the world best, the uh, they can be ambushed by the armies, like they are selective persons, those who can shoot at night. They can be, the gun cannot have a sound. 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, they, in the difference between 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, they can be shot it down. And oh my God, because I have seen through my naked eyes, my friends, these are the things. Putin is in the bunker, just trying to relate this thing and that and this, and the generals, they're what you call the department of generals. They are like, for example, lot of fraud of money. Money laundering is going on. And apart from that, Ukraine has developed their own missiles that flew, that can fly farther than the Tomahawk or the missiles given by the US. US is also perplexed in the development of the re-innovation of the drones. New, now recently I heard that F-15 or 16, the aircrafts have been modernized with the new technology by the Ukrainian, given by France, Germany, and Italy. But they renovate inside. Again they will make a new technology. And the Flamingo, I told you that can range up to 2,000 kilometers, and the Russian was not. Today, in the morning time, it is heard that whatever they are using the chemicals to make a bomb, they have been already bombarded, and they finished two of the cells far beyond the Moscow, 2,000 kilometers from Ukraine. Even their defense, air defense, could not resist, could not defend them. Finished. Russia in the wars of collapse, my friends.